going to hear from Paola Baraya, and she's going to talk to us a bit about why we should be doing international trade, not just trade in your state, not just trade in your country. So thank you so much, previous panelists, and we're going to bring on Dr. Tony Myers. Thank you so much.
Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so very much, Chancellor, for your very illustrious introduction. And hello to all of the wonderful panelists. It's good to see your faces again. And to Dr. Barlow, it's my first time meeting you, but nice to meet you. To all of the esteemed graduates, I would like to say, welcome to GODSU. Welcome to GODSU. Again, I'm Dr. Tony. I am a chiropractic physician and a chaplain, and I am also a professor here at GODSU for the Medical Health and Wellness Chaplaincy course. Chaplaincy directly impacted my life, and until I met Chancellor Diane and the Eubanks family, I didn't realize how much of chaplaincy I was actually doing in my own practice. Give you a little bit of history on me and my encounter with chaplaincy before I talk about the course. In 2017, my mom, she passed away from cancer, and one of my first encounters with a chaplain was within the hospital and the hospice center with her. And I noticed that there were very spiritual and religious help to the people in the chaplains, in the hospital, in the hospices. But I did not realize that there was marketplace chaplaincy until I met the Eubankses. When I took the course myself, upon studying, I realized that I was unintentionally being a chaplain in my healthcare practice. Chaplaincy, as you will learn in the course, is nothing more than practical help for what's needed at the moment. So as a healthcare professional, the term we like to use most often is bedside manner. So when your bedside manner is intentional and geared towards amplifying your treatment protocol, that is chaplaincy. And so just to give you a little sneak peek of what the chaplaincy course entails, I'll give let's go over the chapters and talk a little bit about each one of those. So there are 6 chapters. I helped to co-write this course for GODSU. And in chapter 1, we have what is a chaplain. So what is a chaplain exactly? A chaplain exactly is someone who is fine-tuned to the atmosphere that they're in. So as it concerns someone in the healthcare field, whether you are medicine or alternative medicine, if you don't know what alternative medicine is, that would be a chiropractor, a massage therapist, or an acupuncturist, someone who's not in the medical field, but healthcare. Oftentimes, when we are treating our patients, we talk about things that are plaguing them or heavily affecting their health. And a lot of the times, those things aren't physical. A lot of those times, those things are mental or spiritual. And when a chaplain has been geared to focus on all of the things that can impact someone's healthcare, it makes them a more dynamic practitioner in their practice, I found. Through research in chapter 3, we talk about documentation. There has been years of documentation on the medical side of how chiropractic has chaplaincy, excuse me, has positively affected the outcome of treatment plans, not just for oncology patients or patients that are suffering with terminal illness, but those patients that have had experience with catastrophic events or traumatic experiences like amputees, people that have been in major accidents and have to learn how to walk again or to regain certain faculties, chaplaincy, spiritual help, conversation, presence, just help for your family, support for the staff. That's what the chaplain does. All of those things indirectly affects a person's treatment response. So we know that from the medical field, they have been documenting and using this research for years. And so I'm imploring in the medical health and wellness course that more alternative physicians and practitioners are intentional with their bedside manner to ensure that our patients are getting the best care that they can possibly receive. And I believe chaplaincy is that way. Just because it takes into account not just the physical body, not just the person as they present, but how are they thinking that could be keeping this pain model going? Are they harboring unforgiveness? Do they have a need for psychotherapy in order to help retrain the story that is ruminating in their minds, or to help them to overcome addiction? If people want to be truly healthy and well, then this is an effort that needs to be addressed on the multiple levels of your being. And I don't feel as if a chaplain should be encountered only when in terminal situations. So people go to the massage therapist all the time. People come to the chiropractic office all the time. People sit into their psychotherapist's chair all the time, and they talk about things that are affecting their health. What's giving them headaches, what's causing ulcers and stomach aches, or what's preventing them from sleeping. All of these things can be directly impacted by how a person's mental and spiritual lives are going. And so when you're taking in consideration every part of the human being, wellness and health is a result. Thank you. And that's pretty much what we're breaking down in each of the 6 chapters in the medical health and wellness chaplaincy course. We sum it up at the end with some resources that are definitely needed to make sure that we aren't doing any harm and being negligent in taking care of patient personal information, like HIPAA, and how to de-escalate a situation, because usually when chaplains are engaging with family in a health situation, there is some pretty sensitive information on the table. Personal health records, personal family information, and you want to treat that with that specification to be very not just professional, but caring and cautious in how you relate to them and how you listen and how you respond, to not take offense if they don't want to pray or if they don't want your services. All of this is talked about because in the health field, especially when people aren't feeling well, they aren't feeling healthy, or they're struggling in their body, they will present in a manner multiple different ways. And so creativity and imagination and inventiveness is needed And that is also part of Bedside Manner. And we go over different things that can help to break the ice and that can help reach people and how to reach out for help and other networks to help get people the assistance that you may not necessarily be able to provide, but as a conduit, you can network and get the things that your patients need, and that can directly affect their health and their wellness. Thank you for my time here today. I'm looking forward to meeting each and every one of you, and I hope that you all have been piqued in interest in this course.
Awesome, awesome. And let me tell you a little bit about Dr. Tony. Dr. Antoinette Myers-Winfield, chaplain, aka Dr. Tony, is a chiropractic physician of 17 years. Don't let her youthfulness fool you. 4 of which she has been practicing in South Florida through Dr. Tony LLC, Chiropractor LLC. She has provided her clinical services with several notable establishments like The Joint and most recently Back to Mind Chiropractic Clinics. She is a graduate of Jackson State University in Jackson, Mississippi, 2003, and Parker College of Chiropractic, now Parker University in Dallas, Texas, 2006. In 2020, Dr. Tony completed an executive leadership course at Florida Atlantic University Online. The executive skills attained allowed her to lead a powerful team and powerful team of practitioners and staff more effectively wherever she's serving. Dr. Tony became a chaplain with GODSU in 2021 after having a revelation. She realized that her method of bedside manner and accompanying care for her chiropractic patients is considered chaplaincy. She's a co-author of GODSU Medical Health and Wellness Chaplaincy course, where she shares her vision for alternative healthcare practitioners to incorporate chaplaincy intentionally to positively impact the healing process. Dr. Tony can be contacted at doc.tony, TONIDC, @gmail.com, and is a treating chiropractor at the Back of Mind Chiropractic Clinic in Coral Springs, Florida. And I never understood chiropractic work until I met Dr. Tony. She has enhanced my life because she made me half an inch taller. And she's just the best human being you can have. She's my personal best friend, like really best friend, like we do everything together. And I would introduce her everywhere I go. Everybody I see, whether I know them or not, I tell them about her. She's right there and she's going, what? Last evening, we saw Melissa Morgan, the famous singer, and I was telling her about her chiropractic skills. How did that matter? It doesn't matter. But when you hear at GODSU, we don't compete. You know, you go to a lot of places and you see other females or, males, and they're always tearing each other down. They're competitive. We don't do that here. We collaborate, we complement each other, and that's COMPLEMENT. It means that we try to make the other person even a better person, a better entrepreneur, a better chiropractor, a better whatever it is you are, because you're part of GODSU. So, we don't try to divide and be divisive and dismissive. We try to bring the love. And so she's a lovely person. And so if you ever get the opportunity to use her services, you could even fly in for it. She's that good. So with that said, thank you, Dr. Tony.
Thank you for so much empowerment. GODSU platform is exactly what it says it is. Global workers of God, and so empowering. I am so privileged to be amongst all of you, and I don't take it for granted. God bless you all, and thank you again for having me.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Professor Dr. Tony. Appreciate you. Absolutely.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. I want you all to like, subscribe, comment, and share. And stay tuned. We have some more messages that follow. I'd love to see you tomorrow morning, as we do have our God Success Teach and Pray every day. And I look forward to seeing you next week on our Wednesday Icon Talk. Thank you.